The dark web is estimated to be less than 0.01% of the entire internet, yet it drives 100% of the illicit markets for stolen information. The true danger is not in the size, but in the anonymity it grants. In our last video, we laid out the emergency plan for a digital crisis. We saw how quickly stolen data can be used in attacks. But this raises a fundamental question. Where does your stolen data go? Where is it sold, traded, and repurposed by criminal enterprises? The answer isn't on Google. It's not on Amazon. It's in the shadows, on a secretive layer of the internet that is hidden from public view. This is the dark web. And for most people, the dark web is a sensationalized, fear-driven mystery. Today, we're peeling back the layers of encryption to show you what it really is, how it works, and why it's the engine room for global cybercrime. At Telarus, the security intelligence we provide to our clients isn't just about protecting their firewalls. It's about knowing the threat landscape better than the criminals do. We use advanced AI to model, track, and predict threats that originate in these dark corners. Our systems are the digital equivalent of an intelligence agency, constantly gathering data from the dark web to secure the corporate databases you trust. To see how we provide that next-level preemptive defense, visit us at Telarus.com right now. Today, we take you on a journey below the surface web to explore the architecture and purpose of the digital underworld. To understand the dark web, we must first understand the three layers of the internet. The surface web, the lobby. This is what you and I use every day. Google, YouTube, websites. It's indexed by search engines. It's the public base of the internet, but it's estimated to be only 4% of the whole thing. The deep web, the rooms. This is the vast majority, about 90% of the internet. It consists of pages hidden behind passwords, paywalls, or login forms. Think of your email inbox, your bank account portal, or a company's private cloud storage. It's private, but it's not secret. The dark web, the secret club, this small, hidden subset of the deep web requires special software to access. Most famously, the Tor browser, the Onion router. It is designed specifically for anonymity and is intentionally not indexed by search engines. It's called the Onion router because your data is wrapped in multiple layers of encryption, like an onion. Each layer is peeled off by a relay point, a volunteer server, until it reaches its destination. Crucially, no single server knows both the origin and the final destination, making it virtually impossible to trace users like Alex or the criminals trying to steal his data. The dark web wasn't invented by criminals. The underlying technology, onion routing, was developed by the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory in the 1990s to protect U.S. intelligence communications. It was a tool for security and anonymity. So how did it become the home of criminal markets? The power of anonymity. When the technology became open source, it was embraced by journalists, political dissidents, and activists, people who needed to communicate without the risk of surveillance. But the early 2010s saw the rise of the first major dark web marketplace, which essentially proved that you could sell anything, from illegal narcotics to stolen databases, in a cryptographically anonymous environment. This is where the concept of the data breach market comes in. A company suffers a breach. The hacker doesn't keep the data, they package it up, millions of stolen records, and auction it off on a dark web marketplace, often for pennies per thousand accounts. It is the raw material for the credential stuffing attacks we discussed. It's a disturbing chain of events, isn't it? From a bug in a company's software to your password being sold for the price of a cup of coffee. Understanding this mechanism is the first step to defending yourself. If you're finding this fascinating and crucial, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to the Telarus channel so you don't miss any of our videos on digital defense. What is actually on the dark web? The dark web is not all marketplaces, but its primary function is to facilitate transactions that require anonymity. Illicit marketplaces. This is the headline-grabbing content. Drugs, weapons, and even contract hacking services. Stolen data and identity. This is the most dangerous area for the average user. You can buy a stolen credit card number, a complete financial identity kit, including social security number, or even bundles of millions of compromised emails and passwords. Remember Alex's data from the breach? It's likely listed here, packaged and ready for the next phase of the attack. Legitimate uses. It's important to remember that anonymity is not inherently criminal. The dark web is still home to legitimate news sources, encrypted communication channels for whistleblowers, and secure forums for political discussion in censored regimes. The key takeaway is that the dark web is a powerful tool for anonymity, and like any powerful tool, its moral alignment depends entirely on the hand that wields it. Because the dark web is the operational headquarters for modern cybercrime, simply ignoring it is not an option for security professionals or for you. This is why a new field called dark web monitoring has emerged. It requires highly specialized techniques to scrape and analyze these hidden forums and marketplaces. This process highlights a critical legal and ethical gray area. The monitoring itself must be done with extreme care to maintain the chain of evidence while checking for what is designed to be untraceable. This constant search and hide between the defense offenders and the criminals in the digital shadows is the front line of modern cybersecurity, and it's a necessary component to protect millions of consumers whose data, like Alex's, is continually being exposed and resold. The intelligence gathered on the dark web is what allows companies to proactively warn customers, close exploited vulnerabilities, and even aid law enforcement in dismantling the markets themselves. It's the difference between reacting to a breach and preventing the next one before the criminal even finishes their post. Let's summarize what we've discovered. The dark web is a small, hidden layer of the internet, accessible only through special software like Tor. It was developed for anonymity, but became the central marketplace for cybercriminals. It's where data stolen in a data breach is auctioned and sold, turning a corporate failure into your personal identity threat. Understanding the dark web isn't about visiting it. It's about acknowledging that this hidden layer is the source of many of the greatest security threats to the clear web. So, the dark web is the primary location where stolen passwords are bought and sold. Now, I have a question for you. Before watching this video, what was the most surprising thing you thought was on the dark web? Let's talk about the myths and realities in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.